Okay, it is now October the 22nd. I'm on my way to Cedar Creek Wildlife Management Area. This is a public hunting area in Georgia, and I'm meeting a couple of my friends down here, and we're just going basically for a fill the freezer meat hunt, and I do this every year. The nice thing about these wildlife management areas is that they do tag the deer for you, so it is actually a free buck and a free doe, so it's nice, and it saves your buck tags for private land. If you're trying to hunt for trophy buck or big bucks on private, that's why I love the bonus hunts in Georgia. And it's a beautiful fall day. It's about 61 degrees now. This morning it was down probably in the 40s, and temperatures getting perfect for this type of hunting. And there's some big bucks at Cedar Creek Wildlife Management Area. We've had some good times down there over the years. I first went there in 1996, long time ago. And I got a deer the first time down there, nice deer. Okay, I'm going to do some scouting, going at one day early, do a little bit of scouting. And we're going to see if we can locate some good sign down here. So on my way to South Georgia, driving out of my neighborhood now. My neighbor Anton, that's his house. Hopefully he gets to come. Favorite time of the year, fall of the year. I'm scouting now, Cedar Creek. This looks pretty good, but I don't see any fresh sign. Don't see any fresh feeding sign. So lots of, there's a white oak there. I'm looking for acorns. Hopefully. Don't see any yet. But there's a big white oak over here. A big red oak. There's a red oak, and there's a big white oak. I'm going to see if there's anything. There's a creek at this bottom. There's usually lots of good crossings down here on this creek. So I'm going to see what I can find down there. This is only about 200 yards from the truck right here. Not very far. I don't see any acorns here. I'm testing out these glasses, see how they work. Also got my phone. It films unbelievable. We'll see how they compare. Hopefully we find some crossings down here. I marked one stand back there on that back side of that ridge. A lot of fresh white oaks dropping right back there. I'm going down here. I hunted down here last time and there was a lot of fresh sign. Well, I saw about 5 or 6 deer here last time. Here's an old crossing. Not much sign here though. Crossing that. Nothing fresh. Bunch of white oaks here too. I'll never forget, me and Alan Cummings was hunting in here. These were small pines. And Alan was back on he was up that way. And I remember he lit a cigarette and I could smell it. And I was way down there, probably 200 or 300 yards from him. I miss hunting with Alan. We had some good times down here at Cedar Creek. Oh, John Simons, David Watson. We all came down here a lot. Alan's moved to Oklahoma now. And haven't seen him in a while. God bless you, Brother Alan. Miss you, buddy. This is our old honey hole. This is a honey hole right here. Got some tall pines with lots of thickets right there on the other side of these hardwoods. That would be a good place. And this is what I've been looking for. Giant rubs everywhere. There's some giant bucks down here. And there's one using this bottom. So I'm trying to figure out how to get downwind. Hopefully catch it coming through here. I'll probably go up in one of those pines up there. There's another one, another tree. Giant tree, shredded. Big bucks in here. That's why I come to Cedar Creek and there's big buck tracks right here. Big ones. Let's see if I can find a tree downwind. Hopefully nobody else is in here already. I just hope and pray. That's another tree. Big buck did this. Man, he tore that thing up. Right here's more. More rubs everywhere. I see a fresh one right over here. There's another one. They're tearing this bottom up. There's another one. There's a big boy tearing this up. Here's another one. There's another one there. So I know where I'm hunting. Early season, they'll travel these routes. I'm gonna get out of here. Get out of here before I spook them. Man, that one right there is tore up. There's another one tore up. I'm gonna get out of here. Got thickets on both sides. Thickets on the left and thickets on the right, on back in there. So I can find a place to cross this thing. I'm not sure if this was Indians or maybe people years ago, I don't know. Piles of rock. Old house or something in here. I hunted over here close to this somewhere. Not sure exactly where I was. Driving right through the middle of the management area, and you can see on Hunt Stand, it's a huge management area. This road used to be all gravel, dirt roads when I first came here, so it looks different with all pavement. Makes it a lot easier to drive. But I like hunting in these tall pines with thickets. A lot of people don't realize how many deer are in the middle of these tall pines. This looks really good here. I may have to come back and check this out in a minute. A lot of those areas, a lot of people will go to the first pretty hardwoods that they see and they'll sit. And not to say that you won't see some deer, you might see does. Occasionally you'll see a buck in those hollows, but the thicker woods are better for mature bucks, in my opinion. There's also a lot of browse, a lot of greenbrier, honeysuckle, lots of browse in those uh, tall pines, so that I call them thickets in the bottom of the tall pines. But yeah, there's a lot of that habitat here. And I love to get next to hardwoods. Like if I can find a hardwood bottom or a swamp area or somebody hunting, somebody scouting right there. So far, I've only seen one truck since I've been driving through here scouting, so that's interesting. But there'll be more people than that here. I'm only about a half a mile from the check station now, so not far. Okay, now I'm down in, it's called the Piedmont region of Georgia. And Cedar Creek Wildlife Management Area is about 40,000 acres. And it's broken up, a lot of private land mixed in with the public. And so I've got my hunt stand map, which you can look at there. And I can look and see all the green public areas, uh, places to hunt. I'm going to an area that I used to hunt a lot, past 20 years, 10, 20 years ago. Beautiful down here, lots of farmland, rolling hills, very peaceful, uh, low population area, away from the rat race of Atlanta. Okay, let's go on. I'm going to the check station now. There's a campground near the check station, so I'm gonna go there first, and I'll probably stay there. There's usually quite a few people in this hunt, but it's such a big place. There's plenty of areas to hunt. I mean, I've never had trouble in all the years of coming here having a place to hunt. And it seems like the 3 day hunts you have better success because it's not open the whole season. So the deer pressure, it's open 3 days, then it'll be closed for about 3 weeks. It'll open again for 3 days. So it gives you better odds because the deer really haven't had any hunting pressure. And that's one reason I prefer these management areas that are only open like 3 or 4 day hunts. WMA check station sign. And I remember it's been about 5 years since I've been down here, at least, maybe seven, maybe more than that. So this road is still a gravel road, has not changed going to the actual check station. Looks like they got a new clear cut on the right. Those are good too. There's a power line on the right. A lot of memories here. This is going on 30 years. First time I came to Cedar Creek, 1996, and I lived in Beaufort, Georgia. And I talked to David. I said, man, I want to go try one of the management areas. And drove down in one of my old work vans and ended up having a big 10 pointer came out. I used to hunt on the ground a lot. A big 10 point stepped out and I couldn't get a shot at it. Then another one walked out and I shot it. It wasn't very big. It's like a button buck. But anyway, that was my first deer on public. in a while. And this is the check station. This is the old house. I'm gonna walk over here. You know, I used to hunt 30 years ago, so I'm gonna go check it out. See what kind of sign in there. Looks like somebody's hunting right across the street from me, which is fine. We'll go back here and see what we see. I am gonna carry my Glock with me, 40, 10 millimeter. If I have any problems, this will take care of it. Scouting now, tracking my way in the hunt stand, tracking. This looks a little bit different, but it looks good. There used to be some white oaks down this ridge. I'll go look. There's a white oak. See if there's any fresh acorns. This stuff's pretty tall. It'd be hard to see one come through. There's a creek. I'm looking for some crossings. That used to be small pines on the other side, and they've grown up. That's at least 25, 30 years old pines now on the other side of this creek. Found a bunch of acorns back there. I'm testing out these glasses, see how they work. Also got my phone. It films unbelievable. Let's see how they compare. Hopefully we can find some crossings down here. I marked one stand back there on that back side of that ridge. A lot of fresh white oaks dropping right back there. I'm going down here. I hunted down here last time. There was a lot of fresh sign. Well, I saw about 5 or 6 deer here last time. Now here's an old crossing. Not much sign here though. Crossing that. Nothing fresh. Bunch of white oaks here too. Just testing out the rifle mount. Cedar Creek. It's October 23rd, 2025. So far I've saw one spike, but I've heard a lot of shots this morning. I'm hunting back over a creek bottom, and there's a lot of big bug sign all through this bottom. But so far nothing. Just that one spike this morning. Up in a climber. I love hunting in the climber. Nice, peaceful. I'm with a 35 Remington. So I got my first deer with 35 Remington. Bobby Pashnik's on his way. He'll be here this afternoon. Alex Bistrika's coming. Victor Poliginko. So several people from my church were showing up. So I got to do some scouting. I'm going to get down about another hour and go scout some more. I love hunting public land. It's about 10 o'clock. One spike is all I've seen this morning. I gotta get down and do some more scouting. Got 3 more guys coming. It's a beautiful place though. Lots of big bug sign in that bottom. I'm hunting with my 35 Remington. I put a camera mount on the scope so I can film with my phone. First deer was with this 35. It's the second morning. I shot at an 8 big buck at about 150 yards yesterday, freehand. Missed it. Too far away, too thick. I decided today I'm just going to go ahead and get something for the freezer. And I just got one. It's only like a spike, but at least we needed some meat. All the meat was gone. So anyway, I got one. It's a beautiful place. Got the old 35. Cedar Creek, 2025, me and Alex on the first hunt. All started here in 1996. I came here in my old 35 Remington, and I just wanted to get some deer meat. I'll never forget, I was on the other side of this little, there was a clear cut. I had a nice big 10-point. I used to sit on the ground a lot. And it stepped out, and I raised my gun, and it hit the grunt call. The big buck jumped back into the thicket. So the next one stepped out was a spike, and I was like, boom, at least I got one. So I was all excited. That was the first public land deer I'd gotten in a while since I'd been to college. But I just got Alex told me yesterday I let a spike go. He's like, man, don't let the spikes go. I want something to eat. And he's right. I haven't shot a spike in probably 15, 20 years. And I let them go all the time. I said, today, you know what? If I see a deer and it's legal, I'm gonna take something home. So I got a spike down over here. I'm getting ready to go find it. But it's all about enjoying God's creation. And we should not hunt just for horns, which I love to get a big buck, don't get me wrong. But it should be about getting meat for your family, and it's very healthy, natural, organic meat. And the spike or doe is by far the best tasting. Let's go see what we got over here. All right, there's my climber. There's a safety harness. It's a beautiful place down here at Cedar Creek. Let's go ahead and see if we can find this thing. This is when the work begins. Which is not going to be, it's not that big a deer, so it shouldn't be that hard to get out. We're going to have some back straps this evening, me and Alex are. That thing only went about 20, 30 yards. I saw it fall over here in this thicket. Some thick stuff. Couldn't even hardly see this thing coming through it. Thing should be laying right over here somewhere. Maybe it's further over. I meant to be further over into this stuff. Ended up on top of the hill in the dark. I'll move my stand in the dark. I missed a big 8-pointer yesterday, and man, it's not gonna be easy to find in this stuff. I thought I could walk right to it. Maybe not. Everything looks different on the ground. There it is. Man, it looks bigger down here than it did in the tree. It's a 4-point. I thought it was a spike. Oh well. 4-pointer. Well, that's going to be good. All right, let's start dragging. Get that baby out of here. Got about a 1/4 mile to go. Alex said he shot this morning. Says he's got a buck. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna see. That looks like he's been dragging. Did you dress it? Let's see proof now. I mean, you say you got a buck, but I gotta see this. Oh yeah, man. So Alex got a 9-pointer.
Is that the one you thought?
No, the one I shot was about 3 times that big.
Really?
Oh yeah, but that's a nice one. That's a real nice one. Let me get some pictures. Look at me. Oh yeah, Alex he's laying them down. He ain't meat hunting. He's horn hunting. Good job, man. Good job. That's a good spot, ain't it? Everybody goes way off like a mile deep in the woods. You go 200 yards and kill them. There's ain't even nobody hunting right beside the road like we're doing. How far were you? So tell me the story. What happened?
You see that pine? That leaning tree and a pine.
Okay.
I was sitting on that tree.
Which tree? Show me a tree again.
That pine.
Okay, he was in that pine tree.
So I was able to see both ends.
Okay, both sides.
Both sides of the, what's it called, the creek. So he was coming forward. I saw him.
So he was coming from that side down that, out of that?
1 hour before he made a sound. And I thought, that's a cow. I said, no way cows here. That's a buck.
You heard him, right?
Yep.
Well, see, they're already chasing
And it
doe.
was like 1 hour ago.
They're already
And
chasing.
He was start coming. I saw him, so I waited till he come near. So I was sitting on that pine. You see that log laying down?
Oh yeah. Let me zoom up that log. Yeah, I see that log over there. Yep,
So
got
when
it.
he was there, what is it, 50 yards?
I
shot him.
You shot him right close to that log.
He jumped over the creek and fell.
And what'd you shoot him with?
30-06.
Where'd you hit him? Behind the shoulder. It looks like perfect shot.
Well, I should have done it.
No, that's still good. That's perfect.
But it did not let him run far.
No, they won't go from right there. They won't go anywhere.
But look where.
Man, look at that rack.
Look how it came out.
Came out low on the back. Yep, came out perfect. Good shot, man. Congratulations. Are you gonna get this one mounted or no?
Just the.
Huh?
Just the horns.
You're just gonna do the horns like I did?
Yeah.
Let's get some pictures.
That dragon's tough, isn't it? Man, what a nice buck. That's Alex's biggest buck ever on public land now. Public land, 9-pointer. Look at this baby. Nine-point buck. Public land. Good job, brother. The man that never gives up. He stayed with it till he got the big public land buck.